So I'll read one more poem to more or less summarize what really happens, okay? This is entitled Telephone Booth Number 905. And it's from a series of telephone calls that I made in these phone booths that were out of order. And one night, I was very lonely and I wanted to speak with a lot of people. And I spent like about $20 in dimes. And on my last dime that I lost, I said, the hell with it, I'll speak anyway. And I wrote like a whole collection of poems. And I'll read this one because this is like the best poem of them all. It's entitled Telephone Booth 905 and a half. Woke up this morning feeling excellent. Picked up the telephone, dialed the number of my equal opportunity employer to inform him I will not be in to work today. Are you feeling sick, the boss asked me. No, sir, I replied. I am feeling too good to report to work today. If I feel sick tomorrow, I will come in very early.
Oh, he lifted us right up. How lovely.
Thank you very much to our participants. I know that we are waiting in the faculty lounge, but if there is someone who wants to ask 1 or 2 questions, I think we can stay here for 5 minutes more. Yes.
I have a question I have to ask, and I thank Mr. Soto for making this comment about the absence of the Chicano writers. This question has a lot to do with the Chicano writers, and I wonder if anybody can talk about the problem that they and others like you may have with language. What's the effect of a kind of duplicity on the writer himself, thinking, writing it down, and on who he expects to be his audience, or on the people who may not share that Chicano or other ethnic experience, but may want to.
So you want a comment on mine, on what?
Or another question.
Very well. Well, concerning language, I put it, remembering my own experience. When I came to New York, I was only 18. I had conquered high school diploma. I went into university for my bachelor's degree. And after 6 years, was it? No, 4 years. What usually it takes to claim a diploma. I discovered that I had begun to lose dominion of my language, Spanish. I grew scared and went to visit every damn library in town, all the branches, Aguilar and all that, in order to gather the necessary books to read and to teach myself, among other things, something that they had forgot to teach me in high school, grammar, Spanish grammar. I was my own teacher at the same time that I was beginning to write in English. And then, facing myself one time in the mirror one day, I said to myself that I had to come to a conclusion. Either I was going to be an American writer or I was going to be a Puerto Rican writer. I chose to be a Puerto Rican writer, even though I have attacked the idea that writing in English is not right for a Puerto Rican. I don't give a damn about that, but because who am I to accuse Pietri or accuse Perry Thomas that they are not Puerto Ricans because they don't write in English, when I, as a Puerto Rican, didn't do a damn thing for them to teach him Spanish in school. So I am against that particular theory, which has become a chauvinistic theory in Puerto Rico, as it has become also regarding the Chicano groups in Mexico. Most of them are loved, others, most of them are detested in Mexico as non-Mexicans. as Pachucos, which is the most prejudiced nickname they get. What else can I say? I don't know if I answered anything.
Yesterday, the comment was made at the playwright forum that there was no Spanish theater because of language. And yet we know that the Yiddish theater in New York City thrived. And I could not accept that comment, and I wonder if you would comment.
There's no Spanish theater. That there was no Spanish?
They said that there was no grassroots, it was said at the forum yesterday. And
I didn't hear that. I didn't
I
hear
didn't
that.
hear that either.
And we better run back to El Barrio and tell them that they're not there.
Yeah. No, what was it? Barak claims is that the conditions are different as far as growing up as a Negro, as a black, in New York or whatever city, and the condition being different because of the language thing. You know, they don't have to learn a language. We have to learn a language, and that language is the language of the conqueror, which is English. So that the whole condition and the whole the series of opportunities that we have are quite different, even in Puerto Rico, where the theater is pretty much dead or is dying. Well, and you don't have here anything but, well, some sketches from time to time. Of course, Short Eyes, which is a pretty short play also. Things like that. You know, but it's a young genre for as far as getting into that. It's not ready. Writers here are not ready because remember that the theater is also a collective genre, and it suffers from too many intermediaries, plus a matter of capital, which is pretty important.
Well, thank you very much for